I met with them after the draft combine. I'm formally met with them, and just meeting with Coach Harbaugh was great. Whenever I first got in there, gave me a big warm hug. They were actually my first meeting, and he kind of just talking to him, you could hear the passion in his voice about football, and that's something I pride myself with. Whenever I go out there and I play, I really play with a chip on my shoulder, and I show how much I really love the game, and being able to play with a coach like that who has the same joy and same love for the game like me is going to be huge.
All right, on this episode of Predictive Badges, we have Mr. Trey Harris.
Prospect notes.
Wide receiver out of Ole Miss, drafted by the Chargers in the second round, 23rd pick. Stands 6'2", weighs 205, ran a 4.54. Coming out of high school, he was a 2-star recruit. The film showed that he is able to get yards after the catch, tracks the ball well, has game speed, gets separation, and also I put that he could be even better with a better quarterback.
The negatives.
He may only be a product of Lane Kiffin's offense, which means he may not be as good as his analytics seem.
Predictive badges.
Harris earned the potential alpha wide receiver badge, the steady progress badge, the must-see TV badge, the wide receiver one potential badge, and the work glove badge. Players who earn this badge are skilled at winning routes and usually go on to become very productive players in the league. Also, he had the highest yards per route run of any wide receiver in college this past season.
Player comparison.
I've seen him comp to Alec Pierce in multiple places. I think he's a superior wide receiver than Pierce. But just like Jaden Higgins, my badges comp is Terrence Marshall. They both shared 3 of the same badges. Marshall was a bust, but that's still the type of profile I would bet on 9 times out of 10. Every time.
Fantasy football outlook.
I liked Harris' film. I consider him a bulletproof prospect. He's not only earned 5 predictive badges, but he landed with a coach that I trust to utilize him to his potential. So I'm all in. He's the reason I don't own as many shares of Jaden Higgins, because I have to make a choice in the second round between the two. And both of them are great picks. I just have a higher grade on Harris. So in redraft, I'm drafting him at his current price every time. And in Dynasty, he's going off the board early to the mid-second round. But I pulled the trigger on him as early as the 201. I can see a lot of managers staying away from him because he'll be the number 2 to McConkey on an offense that's trying to run the ball. And I get it, but I always bet on the talent. He's paired with a good quarterback and a great coach. That's enough for me. And with the unique pairing of the badges that he earned, if he manages to have a healthy career, you could eventually become a witness to something special.
Now, don't forget, guys, each badge and a description is listed below. Please comment, like, and subscribe.